Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the Limit of Adhesion. It is sprint round 4 at Thruxton. My name is Gareth, and joining me, as always, is Jools. Jools, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. We got next week off, so that's great.
It's always nice, isn't it? As we bathe in John Brown's tears, for the rain is falling at Thruxton. He's always too scared of getting his eyebrows wet.
Is this true? That is true.
So, qualifying underway then, cars out on track, rooster tails forming already. This is going to be a good one, isn't it?
Yeah. Looks like we've got rain for most of the session.
Championship standings on screen as well. Yeah, Tourmalin on top.
No.
Oh no, that's 21st. Tourmalin way down in 21st. Wow, he's doing really bad, isn't he, for a former champion? Stephen Hurd, the Herd of One, at the top of the standings with Clayton McBullough up in second. He's been a real star at coming back through the field in the feature race, the full reverse grid, obviously. So, yeah, really standout performer in the feature race. So keep an eye out for that in race 2 here. We've got Alex Murphy in third, ahead of David Ward. John Cook, Gavin Kelly leading the silvers. That's good after his bronze championship last season. Got John Brown down in 7th. He's not going to be scoring because he's scared of the rain. Then we've got Daniel Lewis, Rud School, Matt Hansel, Stephen Greening, Kev Aylett, Nicolo Fornaciari, I think we just call him Nico, don't we? Zachary Leibold, Russell Brights, Rich Meesters, Cooper Akers, and Matt Pearce.
That's right.
So, taking a look at silver, and it's Daniel Lewis leading the way from SRL ahead of Russell Bright, Gavin Kelly, Dick Crowder, and then you've got Daniel Bond, Stuart Gibbons, Neil Todd, Mark Innes, Jack Davies, Henry Shepherd, and Isaac Mitchell. So, presumably, there's some misnaming on that other one because that had Gavin Kelly in silver.
They have different point schemes, slightly.
Right.
So, gold goes down in 25th and has a different points spread because there's a reverse race, whereas the bronze and silver have F1 scoring down to 10th.
Fair play. Well, should we take a look at bronze?
Yes, just to point out, Shep has no points because he's changed car. I'm not sure why Deck is showing on there as having 89. He shouldn't, because he's changed car. We'll fix that at some point.
Okie dokie. So we've got a few changes to make, yeah. So there's bronze, and then it's Paul Hurley leading the way from JAS here. Rich Meesters in second from Cool Camel Racing Orange, and Chris Forrester in the McLaren. Peter McIntyre showing well there in 4th place, ahead of Matt Pearce, David Williams, Gareth Winslade, Carrie Conaway, Chris White, Steve Pepper, and James Pepper. Chris White had a great result in the feature race at Road Atlantis Short, didn't he? I think he finished 4th overall, something like that. But yeah, picking up the bronze victory there.
Yes, indeed.
That was a good result for him. So let's get the timing tower up and see how we're looking with...
fixed.
Very well done, yeah. Well, let's take a look at Shep in his new Beast of Burden, shall we? See how he's getting on. He's currently 8th place in the standings.
Is he now?
Well, that's with no times, though, so it's going to be down to...
There he is.
Yeah, here he... What's he in now? Is that the Civic, is it?
Yeah, he moved to the Honda and the Hyundai.
From the Veloster, yeah. I saw a Veloster in real life the other day. My God, it's an ugly car.
Is it now?
It looks fine from the front, but just the back rear quarters are just atrocious.
Yeah, the other thing is I haven't worked out how to get the teams to not have the points from the driver, so I might just leave it. Maybe keep your team points. We'll see.
Okay.
I'll check.
Yeah.
There needs to be admin done in the background. So yeah, Chur changed car round 2, so he lost his 0 points that he scored in round 1.
Mm-hmm.
Deck's not here, but he said he's changing, so he has no points, and obviously Shep. I think there's been some changes in endurance as well. That doesn't bother me here.
Yeah, we don't talk about endurance, not on the sprint stream.
No.
Russell Bright up there in P2, look at the moment.
Clayton McBullough, which was dry for a time, so these would be dry times.
Oh, okay, so the 116 is in the dry. Yeah, Zachary Leibold up there that's showing well with his teammate McBullough, the main character.
Yep.
David
Champion
Ward, up there. Yeah. Daniel Lewis, who's top in silver, obviously. Blake Tovey's up there in 6th. He's been going great guns in prime as well. So that's, yeah, he's showing very well in both these championships, isn't he?
Indeed. Oh, there's a Russell's sat there watching.
Yeah, and this is a first visit to Thruxton for the LOA, so it's going to be interesting to see how it works out. It's known as the fastest UK track based on the average speed, because apart from the chicanes, it's basically almost flat all the way around, isn't it? Effectively, but
yeah,
certainly not in these conditions though.
Oh, Shep's in. I had to buy it. I hadn't raced it. I have to admit.
I'd already had it. I had a great race here with Alex. Alex and I jumped into a Spec Racer Ford race. I think it was during week 13 when it first came out, but it was really, really fun. And I've had a Formula Ford race here, which was really good as well. Obviously, you know, it's always going to be the Formula Ford for me because that's my jam.
Indeed. Something's wrong with the timing. So we're getting the best or last laps, but it's not showing what their current lap is.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating, isn't it?
It's a bit, but you can see who's top currently. I think it's Bright actually, followed by Ward.
We got a legal time at the top, have we?
I don't know. No, it's Russell Bright. Yeah, but there's no 1 if you see.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There's no 7. I don't know what's going on with the overlay today. There was an update, so maybe they broke something. Who knows? Regardless, that is the order.
Cool. Okay. Well, we can work with that, can't we?
Oh, Ward just went top. Russell's disappeared. Maybe
That's
Russell.
very bizarre. Let's hope it fixes itself for the race itself. But I'm sure we'll manage.
We'll cope somehow. We always do.
There is Russell Bright then coming through Campbell and Cobb, which is the chicane. It's such a weird chicane because you have to turn so far right to try and open up the second apex.
Apparently we've got 16 viewers. Hello everybody, say hi in chat.
Yeah, hey guys. So I've got the track map open so I can tell you the corner names. He's just coming through Noble and now into Goodwood, and this is where the track gets really, really fast in the dry, especially because clinging on for dear life, trying to make the apex and then blasting down the hill to Church, where you basically just aim at the Marshall hut and just try and skim it. And then you've got Woodham Hill up to the club chicane to end the lap. It's a really nice, it's a nice track. But it, as I say, it just feels a bit weird because after you've gone through turn 1, and it feels like the first chicane is quite early in the lap, but it's actually not. It's quite far around. So yeah.
Nice. There we go. We've got some kind of...
We got lots of people saying hi in chat because it shows the average age of our viewership.
I asked them to. I said say hi in chat, and they did.
Mm.
They said hi in chat.
So I mean, bunch of pedants.
There is a chat, yes. You found the chat. Of course, Shep's being Shep, poking the GCHQ spooks.
Yep.
So we've got Ward, and then Mitchell, and then Buller, and then Tovey. That is the top 4, though it says they are the top 2, 3, 4.
Tovey's just opposed McBuller. Yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it? But I'm sure we'll get around it.
Tovey not racing for the Llamas. He's just a privateer here.
And that's because we've got an excess of llamas, and we can't seem to sell any off to
they need
farms. Yeah.
My son's reading a book about a llama that's mean to people, well, to other animals. It's very truthful.
Yeah. I've been told you need to turn up your volume.
Well, it's as loud as it was last time, so I probably just need to talk louder.
Yes. or get an enormously overpowered microphone like I did.
Yeah, okay. I mean, it's almost going red, so... Hello? Can you hear me?
Was that in the bus? Driving past the field of llamas? There used to be a llama farm near here, but it closed down.
Or alpacas. Yeah, they always complain about my audio. I listen to it back and it's fine, so I'm still going to ignore them.
Fair play. Should we take a look at another car? I mean, Russell's got a whole YouTube channel, so he doesn't need to all the promotion from us. There we go. That's a bit more interesting. We've got Wardy in the pink and black Veloster. We've got Stephen Maxwell in the stripy car there, and just ahead of them, who's that? Is that one of the J? Oh, that's blah, 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 remind me.
Oh.
Jack Davies, isn't it?
I couldn't quite make out their number, and then everybody decided to go off the track.
I've got a feeling that's Jack Davies in the blue and yellow car.
Jack. I thought that was a JS car that you were following.
That's the JS there.
I'm pretty sure it looked like that.
No, it wasn't. It was the much more blue and yellow. Oh, it's Pete in the pink Veloster. Oh, god damn it!
Did you not say, Pete? I wasn't listening.
No, it's because Wardy did his first season in the pink and black. Oh, it's Hurley. There we go. Thank you, guys. You're all helping us out.
See, I told
That's
you it was
nice.
a JS car.
Oh well, there you go.
Yeah, 667 Paul Hurley. Obviously, you need glasses.
Wearing glasses. Ah, you had the wrong livery on. That's fair enough. Yeah.
It's quite a bit of field spread because it's wet.
Yeah, yeah, and I think because it's quite a new track, like you say, you've only just bought it. I think there's probably quite a few people who. I mean, I know the Llamas did like a 4-hour race round it, didn't they? So they're very experienced. Whereas
Oh, look how many
other
llamas
people,
are at the top.
yeah, it kind of shows, doesn't it? Whereas a few of the other drivers have a lot less experience here. So, bit of racing going on here.
Yeah, it looks that way. This is qualifying.
Canada, don't be racing. If you think you're faster, back off and find a gap.
Cooper Acres not too happy with that.
Yeah. Where is Cooper? Who's he racing?
Here he is. So he's being chased
Which is that?
by.
Someone's off there in the dirt.
He's going a very long way. Dan Lewis, our silver championship leader.
Yeah, and teammate to not racing here.
Yes, because Wardy's first car in the LOA was a pink and black Veloster, so I think I kind of latched onto that. Forgetting there's Pete now running it.
Used to menace Dom Parker in it. Or Dom used to menace
did.
him. Well, this is the most exciting. So this is like obviously a battle in iRacing's eyes.
Yeah, well they're very close together. It's yeah, Winslade and Hurley, I'm guessing them.
Winslade looking for a move. Oh, I heard a noise. It's not the race yet.
It's good practice for the race, though.
Well, maybe Hurley doesn't think that. That's
No, just Cooper behind him, look, flashing his lights.
I mean, there's a whole track, boys. Let's just have a look at the gaps. Yeah, look, there's a massive gap behind Islet. There's a massive gap in front of McBuller. And behind Maxwell. But nope, they want to race, so...
They want to race. Is that Bond joining the park? Whoa!
Someone's off
Exiting
there.
stage right. That's Bond, isn't it?
That looked like a Bond.
Bond, Daniel Bond, licensed to fill sandwiches. When is he still going for it? Someone's put a bit of ginger up his bum.
Yeah, I mean, if he just waited,
Right, 46 has gone off, let me by, yeah?
Shep on the mic, asking
Well,
46 to let him by.
the side of me before, I'm trying to set a flying lap.
Drivers are already
You
arguing.
bollocked me before, but whatever.
We've already got beef. We haven't started the race yet.
Fantastic. Worth
My guy
remembering
broke
as
into
well.
the side of me on the street.
Oh dear.
I wish F1 drivers could talk to each other like this.
I think it would really elevate the sport.
The family are fighting again.
This is why I turned my mic off.
That's right, we'll kiss the mic up after this. Maybe with tongues.
Okay, Shep going a bit far.
Can I have a link to the OnlyFans, please?
I'm more of a Fansly guy.
So it'd be
Yeah,
Shep and Mark
Tom
Kelly in the
for,
same room next time we go for the LOA
Not that I know
weekender.
anything about that sort of thing.
Well, you need to
Maybe I'll
organise
watch
the
it.
next one.
I can't make the next one.
What? Well, then it's
I
not
know.
on, is it?
Yes, it was Terry Pratchett. Yeah. Emily's told me that she's booked out the first 2 weekends of September. So unless we look at October,
You're gonna have to move it then, aren't you? Because the whole point is for like us to get together.
I know. Yeah, we might have to go to October. Maybe we can kart in the wet. Actually, that'd be quite
Can
fun.
you not coordinate a bit better? Hello.
Yeah. Anyway, we've got more racing going on.
Yeah, I'm not sure about all this racing. Save it for the race.
Jake Klein in the Red Bull car.
So we got currently Mitchell top of the silver, followed by Bright and Bond. Obviously we've got Ward, Hurd and Tove top of the gold.
Shout out to Pete McIntyre there, up there in P13. He's absolutely smashing the rest of the bronze drivers.
Yes. Well, I think it's wrong. He's actually up in 11th, even higher than that. But yeah, he's top of the bronze, followed by PS and then Winslade.
Yeah, but like 9 places difference between them.
I know, Kev. He's always letting me down. He's supposed to come to Le Mans, and then he was supposed to come to Le Mans again, and you know.
I couldn't afford Le Mans at the time, and yeah,
I'm just not important.
I came to the Lake District, and we had a jolly good time.
Yeah, but you,
Oh.
Winslade taking to
Got
the
some-
grass.
Yep,
Slow down! Stop racing.
Law mowing for some extra cash.
Yes. He's going to be off again here. Yep.
Yeah,
Dip the
one wheel on the grass. That ain't gonna work. So we've got a minute and a half left to go in qualifying, and then we can get going.
Exactly, they should. I went in 2015 and I went in 2023, and I'd like to go again in 2026.
I could maybe look at 2027.
Well, I guess we'll see, won't we?
Got to pay for the house first.
Hopefully these standings will update soon. So, some people are in the pits, they've given up. Ward has decided that his 27.5 is good enough for pole.
Yeah. Ettridge knocked me out though. I only came second in the poker.
I was knocked out from karting, I went to bed.
You did. It was a good game of poker actually. It was good fun. Well, it was for me anyway.
Who do we, somebody...
That's Kelly is, well, driving to Le Mans. It looks like. There's a big nipple behind him.
It's like this is like a airfield, isn't it? It's like there's an entire runway.
Yeah.
Oh, seriously, guys, you're still racing.
This is fantastic racing. Is that Matt Pearson, the cool camel there? I think.
Well,
Oh, he's just blinked.
Well,
oh, there we
no,
go.
we've hit the
Time
end
is-
of the session.
Time has expired. It was.
It was
I
fun.
agree.
We were never finishing that lap most of the time.
Yeah,
Right.
with all your blankets, I remember that.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was a cracking weekend. Welcome aboard, Chris. Oh, yeah. Let's just reminded me I brought all the poker chips and forgot the actual cards. You had to go and buy some for us.
Fantastic.
Well, that was one of the qualifyings of all time.
Oh, look, it's John Brown because he was the first entry and then he was not in the race, so that's why he was number 1 was missing.
No,
Right, should we get the...
Did you just make the rain not on the grid?
It looks dry, but it is wet.
That's just not organising itself, is it?
Definitely, it's moderately wet. If
I think
anybody wants to know, that's definitely wet time.
Pink wheels on the front row, though.
And looks like the weather forecast. There's still another band of rain coming in. So, yeah.
Bring up the battle box,
Sounds
Jules.
like-
We'll go with that.
Sounds like dry tyres, boys.
Yeah, the grid's
That's
wrong. It's because I set it up for the other race. I actually got round to doing it this time, but obviously it can't handle it. So maybe we'll just have to not have the grid for the second race next time, and you just have to ignore the gains. So this is completely the
so.
wrong way around. So obviously Ward's on pole, followed by Hurd, Dove, Leibold, and Mitchell.
Mitchell's still
On a
in the
dry
pit.
tyre.
Clayton
Maybe.
McBuller, Matt Hansel's just gridded up. Then we've got Stephen Maxwell, Henry Shepherd, Cooper Akers, Matt Pearce, Kevin Aylett, I beg your pardon, Dan Lewis, Russell Bright, Gareth Winsley, Pete McIntyre, Paul Hurley, Jack Davies, Chris Forrester, Chris White, Gavin Kelly, Neil Todd, Daniel Bond, John Cook, Jacob Klein, Mark Kelly, and John Brown, who entered the session but has not taken the grid or qualified because he ran away from the rain.
Squeaky cars.
Yeah, they've always got a mouse under the throttle pedal, haven't they? Here we go then. Looks like we're getting ready to go racing at Thruxton for the first ever time in the LOA. It's sprint round 4, season 2025, and we are go. Good start by Ward. Heard alongside and there's Tove. Tove defending from Leibold. Bit of a gap already back to Bright there.
I couldn't do anything about that, mate. Sorry about that.
Oh, that's Mark Kelly round already. Just
Yep.
after turn 1. Oh, McIntyre's coming out of the pit lane, so he's sacrificed his amazing grid spot for a safer start, and then finds one of his stablemates just sitting there in the pit lane. That is mental.
It is indeed.
We've got Isaac Mitchell, Harpy going side by side and doing battle with Clayton McBuller just behind him. Bright's been shuffled to the outside, so he's lost out here.
Yeah, Ward's not showing up for some reason. That's weird. Don't know what's going on there.
Well, the order will shake up when we get to the end of this lap. Meanwhile, then, there's Winslade and Kelly doing battle. Paul Hurley just ahead of them. In the blue and yellow car that tripped me up earlier. There's Shep then in the FTR after Cooper Akers. And there's a variety of lines as they come down through church there. Got Bright, we've got Stephen Maxwell going side by side with someone just up ahead as well. Matt Hansel. Oh, and there's that contact there. There it is between Shep and Akers. Oh, and what's that? Bright's pulled off.
Yeah, I was going to say, going slow there.
Yeah. Let's see if he gets back going again. So
So
here we are at the front.
The timing has not fixed itself.
No.
Looks like I'll be in SDK Discord asking for support after this because I think they've messed it up.
I think they have, yeah.
So Ward leads
Ward leads from
with
Hurd.
Hurd second,
The drive.
Tove third,
Yep. And then Leibold in 4th, and then we've got Mitchell and McBuller in 5th and 6th.
yeah, 5th and 6th for Mitchell and McBuller. So I don't know why it's ignoring the first 4, but hey, what can we do?
Well, we can just enjoy some great racing around a classic British airfield track.
Well, here's the racing. There's a whole bunch of cars behind.
Yeah, there's an absolute gaggle of cars down there. We can see Matt Pearce then. He's in 10th place, so leading the way in bronze at the moment. with Daniel Lewis just behind him and Winslade in 12th.
Well,
Paul
there,
Hurley
got some grunts.
as well. Yeah, so we've got 3 bronze drivers within that group of 4. Oh, look at that! That's a great move by Lewis on Matt Pearce into the club chicane. Gets the move done, which leaves the right in front of those spots for glory.
Indeed. So it's a replay here.
Look at Daniel's face; he was very excited by it.
Indeed. Replay here of Kelly.
Oh, he's just been helped around a little bit by, I believe that was Matt Pearce.
And
the cool Campbell.
yeah. Thruxton is a badly drawn oval.
Yeah.
I wonder if Bright had an issue because he's going again, following the pack. I wonder if he had a freeze because he's had that before, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's had some issues with race labs, hasn't he? So.
Hurley going slow, and then there's another one going slow behind
That's
him.
Mark Kelly, yeah.
Yeah, he's been lapped. Yeah, it's the outline of Australia.
I always say that Barfirst was supposed to be an oval, and then the designer had a stroke halfway round. There's a McLaren there. That's Chris White in P15. He's got Paul Hurley just behind him. So the order is shuffling up and down all the time at the moment, has to be said. Chris Forrester's joining the party as well.
Yeah. Oh, we've just got... It's partially fixed itself.
Yeah.
We see Ward's got the fastest lap, which is correct. He's still showing us not racing. We got Tove in second, which is almost right. He's in... It says in first, but he's in second. Who's that pulling off?
It's almost like a real race where the transponders failed.
Indeed, yeah.
I mean, it is a real race, obviously, just fake cars.
I think, yeah, it's just Wardy not behaving himself now.
Yeah.
Oh well. Where's the nearest battle? We got Shep under attack from Eilert.
Yeah, John Cook just ahead of him as well. It's Eilert, by the way.
Eilert.
Eilert.
I can't remember all of our drivers' names. What are you on about?
He's sweet like chocolate.
That's not going to help me remember it.
You see, this is what we need. Thank you, Chris. Forrester has white wheels and White has red wheels.
Which doesn't make any sense.
Wheels? That's stupid.
Forrester should have green wheels and White should have white wheels.
Yes,
That's
I agree.
I could remember that.
I'm Gareth and I support this message. Right, Shep right onto the back of John Cook there, out of the chicane. So, let's see what he can do as they go through Allard and then up to Campbell. Good overtaking spot into that chicane.
Let's have a look on board. Getting some curb there. Cook avoiding it. So you think Shep maybe is getting on better with the car? He hasn't scored many points in the first rounds. That's why I think he swapped.
Didn't he used to drive a Civic last year?
I can't remember. Why would I remember that?
I always remember him being in the Civic.
Yeah, but you do. So he got 1 point from the first 3 rounds, and then said he's switching for this round.
Yes.
That's a shame, Dan. You were driving well there, mate. You're driving really well.
I'm gonna upset him again, aren't I?
Oh, look at the rain coming down.
Yeah.
Is there any way to get past here?
Yeah, up into the chicane's a really good point. Yeah, there we go. Civic last year.
Oh, he's having a look.
Having a look. That's very late. There's not enough room, and he's poking Cook round.
Oh, I think that was his fault there.
That was, yeah. That's gonna go to the stewards. That was a bit naughty.
I think we can have a look at that again.
Of course, that was me, Cookie.
Yeah, it was, Shep. It was.
Yeah, we agree. Also, Tove as well.
Oh,
Oh, it caused more damage.
Well, got straightened by one of the JAS there. Not sure which one.
It's Aylett with the blue wheels.
Did he say
Apparently, there are subtle differences between them, and I am promised I've requested rather a spotter's guide. We know Cooper's got the pink wheels, so that's easy.
Ah,
And they're in different shaped cars as well. That does help.
I recognise liveries, so I can tell you it's a McLaren, or it's a JAS, or it's a...
No, McLaren, that's full throttle racing. Shit.
No! I'm just as examples. Why's that come up?
Just
Hide.
mocking you.
Yeah, Shep, you're going to get a penalty for that. Alright, battle up front.
Ooh,
So
look.
Ward has a bit of a lead.
Well, he did, but he got very unsettled into the chicane there,
He
and
did.
that's allowed Herd of One, Stephen Herd, to have a run.
Nowhere to go, though.
We're on board with Herd now. Coming up to the chicane then. Going to go round the outside of Ward here. No, trying to cut and under.
It's been
Difficult
pretty
to find the
clean
grip.
So far.
It has been very clean, yeah.
All
Just the
cars are
naughty Shep.
together. Yeah, Kelly obviously leapt down, following the pack, but aside from that,
Yeah.
most people have survived. They're all in the train.
And Jacob Klein as well. Not sure what happened to him. He's showing his lap down as well.
You're right. Yes, I think he's hiding in the pack, so I can't see him.
Yeah.
Ward getting away again.
Yeah, it looks like he survived that attack.
Tove under attack though now. Sorry, Tove
They've-
making
they've
an attack.
on- Yeah,
on the
and
attack.
Leibold's doing really well, hanging on to the back of him as
He's
well.
not really hanging on, is he? He's right with them.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. I mean, you know, like Blake is a phenomenally fast driver, as we know.
Cook in the pits. I wonder if he got damage from that recovery.
Yeah, or was there a secondary incident? We'll have to wait and see.
Well, he recovered into the side of Eilert.
He did.
Oh, on the grass.
Oh, Herd. Yeah,
Man.
he's. Tove makes the most of it, and he's up into second place. Herd immediately fighting back, though. Is he going to make the dive bomb into Campbell?
He's looking
Going to the outside line again. Oh no, Tove.
He's
You
vanished.
need to follow.
Oh, there's that runway I was talking about.
Yeah. Well, that was a good interlude. Oh, meanwhile, here's the battle again. Yeah, Blake needs to follow that guide that Steve Pepper posted in the general chat about how to stabilise your connection.
Indeed.
Leibold is right alongside here. Here's Cooper.
backs
Sorry,
out.
there's Herd just on our left-hand side. Yeah, he backs out safely. Nice, sensible racing there. Leibold fancies a podium here. This is awesome. McBuller is... well, he's not that far back, is he? But
It's not. It's got some action here with Hurley and Lewis.
yep. Lewis makes the move. Yeah, totally. Go Brown. Go back on board with...
Look like a bit of after you team orders maybe. That's
Yeah, you've got
trying to get out of the way.
Aylett flashing furiously, and Akers not know where to go, and Matt Pearce trying to take advantage of it all and get into the top 10. Who's going to go where? And it's Aylett who's first into the chicane.
Looks like
Further back then.
Forrester's just had an issue as he's just
Yeah.
dropped a few positions. Like he's
Yeah, it
recovered.
has. And Russell Bright just deposed Chris White for
Yeah,
P18.
he was a few seconds off the back of the pack earlier, wasn't he? So he's caught up to
Yeah,
the
he's-
pack and he's actually made positions.
He has. He's on a right charge here.
Well,
It
he's
just
in the
shows you
points.
what might have been had he not had that issue off the end of lap 1.
Yeah, in the points, no less.
Fantastic drive. How far can he get?
Right, Leibold has not given up on that podium, has he?
He has not, yeah, and he's carrying nice speed through Village.
He wasn't looking forward to the forecast he saw for the race, but I think it's the right amount of rain. It's spiced it up a bit.
I think rain and TCR is a really good combo.
Yeah, if it's not too
Personally.
much. Like obviously.
Well, no, even Imola when it was absolutely soaking, I absolutely loved that. That was in the practice. That was my favourite condition.
Said Kelly. It's like Kelly's just had an issue.
And that's Russell Bright whizzing past him.
Another
For
place.
another place.
Oh, here we go. We're still on here.
We're still here. Matt Pearce, Cooper Akers now in the lead of the train again. Aylett been forced to the back. So maybe he's had a moment, but he's straight on to the back of Matt.
Really nice.
Sounds like Pearce is enjoying this.
I think Pearce is trying to kill them all with kindness by passing them by saying, "Hey, you're great," and then they go, "Oh, thanks," and jerk the wheel, and there he goes.
Pete said he liked the wet endurance race with nobody else. Like that's because you didn't make any mistakes and finished like 11th or something.
Well, that's a sign of a great drive.
It was a great drive, not a foot wrong, I think.
Good man, Pete. I think front wheel drive is pretty easy in the rain, though. Comparatively, I mean,
yeah, but you can still aquaplane.
You can, but it's not the same. I mean, it's not like the Formula Ford in the wet, for example, which I think was the first car I drove in the wet on iRacing. Is awful. It's really unpleasant. But
oh, my bod's
TCR's
got back,
bad.
and Tove is
That's
now in second.
Yeah, there has been a bit of an incident there. Yeah, Tove might have made a mistake, I guess.
Yeah, I got a replay from earlier.
So this is Daniel Bond. Oh, drops it on the puddle,
Oh,
and
that is probably why Cook went in the pits, right? That's Cook.
I think that's definitely why Cook went in the pits. Yeah. A massively broken left front wheel there.
Yes, the groom Peter likes the rain. There's more crashes.
We've got to be really careful with how we say that nickname, haven't we?
Peter. So, can Peter hold off Bright?
Yeah, he's got bright. So he came, obviously, McIntyre starting from the pit lane then, and he's found his way up to 16th place. I say, like really, really quick pace in the early stages, in practice and quali. So yeah, what might have been if he'd gone from his grid spot. Matt Pearce is still
exit stage right. Who was that? It's Davies.
back on the road. See, blue and yellow car. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of earlier. But
yeah,
obviously
the wrong one.
The wrong one. And he's got Gavin Kelly hooning onto the back of him. So Kelly's running wide.
It's stayed on the track though, by the looks of it. Oh,
yeah, just about.
Bright is now making a move up the inside of Peter. Although, looks like he's going to have a run back on him.
Yeah. Look at that, Bright. Only a couple of cars behind his teammate now, so he's flying up through the order. I want to see McIntyre going in the wet next time from his grid spot. I think that would be amazing to see. And hopefully Russell doesn't have another glitch of whatever it was that caused him to stop at the end of lap 1, because he is absolutely flying right now. Meanwhile, then, we've got Chris White having a little look at Gavin Kelly as they come through turn 1. On board with White now.
Oh, cut away from this. We've got Tove is back on the rear end of Hurd, trying to get that second place back.
Yeah, he's got a good run here as they go through the Woodham Hill up to the club chicane. Surely Hurd's going to defend the inside yet. Tove's going to the outside. He's going to try and go the long way round. Looking for the switchback.
No grip. Slowed him
No
right
grip.
down.
Oh, there might be a slowdown there for Hurd, but obviously with the wet conditions, it won't affect him. But he was all four wheels inside the white line there, so I think there might have been a slowdown for him. And they're both...
I was looking for slowdown. I never found one. Meanwhile,
it
it
is
looks
there.
like White has got up the inside of Kelly.
Yeah, he has.
Well, Kelly has got the better drive though, so he gets back ahead. Well, Bright is now up
Right on the back of his
onto his
teammate.
teammate.
Yeah, Winslow's not looking as quick as he was last season in the wet.
And then throwing all of that gravel and spray in everybody's face.
Yeah.
If Jim was here, would be saying that it was dirty Winslow.
Yeah, but that's because the cars were dirty. He needs to clean.
How long we got? We got I think 2 more laps.
Right? Yeah, well, we haven't had the white flag yet, but yeah, we're running out of time.
Heard
Oh,
said
Bright
it
all
wasn't
over
actually
that
a
curve.
slowdown.
Indeed.
Still
Just
holding
go away
on
with
to
it.
it.
Yeah.
Well, it's like Bright is
That
having to
ball.
defend from Hurley.
Yeah, Hurley's coming to help Winslade out here.
Yeah, giving Winslade a bit of a reprieve there.
And McIntyre looking to join the party as well.
I mean, still no David Ward in the race, but he is winning.
Dear, oh dear. They've really let themselves down here, haven't they?
Oh, Winslade!
Whoa! Big swapper on. Keeps pointing in the right direction, but bang goes that position.
Don't hit your teammate.
Again.
Meanwhile, behind them, looks like McIntyre is getting Hurley as
Getting
well.
Hurley. Oh, double change of position there. Yep. So it's Winslade now in 14th.
Whoa.
Russell Bright up to P30. Well, Hurley going very wide out of the final corner.
I was going to say, Pete's fancying a chance here on Winslade, but doesn't
He
quite
is.
make it before the apex.
I think this might be the last lap, by the way. We're clocking up to the 20-minute mark.
Yeah, that was a good save.
Yeah. Right, so Hurd still has a couple of car lengths on Tove. And there's the invisible Ward. Just saw Kev's comment. Yeah, that's what I mean, mate. So yeah, checkered flag is out, and it's David Ward who's going to pick up the win in race 1 at Thruxton. Congratulations to him. Stephen Hurd, an adventurous race into second place, and Blake Tove picking up the 3rd spot on the podium. Chris Forrester and Gavin Kelly here.
Unfortunately.
Stephen Maxwell comes across the line with Shep just behind. There's Russell Bright. We got Winslade and McIntyre side by side up into the chicane, and Winslade outbraking him somehow and hanging on.
Really enjoyed that. Hard work.
Drag race to the line, but I think
Pete
Oh,
flashing
sweet.
away there.
yeah, what a race those two just had. That was very exciting. Yeah, I enjoyed that too, Paul. Great race there.
So
Wow.
let's see whether it actually... Yeah, it does actually credit Ward with the win. So that's good.
Yeah, so David Ward picks up the victory from Stephen Hurd and Blake Tove on the podium. Then we had Zach Leibold, a great drive from him in P4, ahead of Isaac Mitchell and Clayton McBuller. Then we had Matt Hansel, Stephen Maxwell, Henry Shepherd, and Cooper Akers running at the top 10.
Indeed.
Thank you. Then we got Matt Pearce in 11th place, Kev Aylett, Dan Lewis, Russell Bright, Gareth Winslade, Pete McIntyre, Paul Hurley, Jack Davies in 18th place. And should we just...
Yep, we've got a warm-up, so we've got a couple of minutes to just go through the silver and the bronze.
Yeah, so in silver, it's Isaac Mitchell who picks up the victory from Shep and Daniel Lewis. And then we had Russell Bright with the comeback drive of the comeback drives. Jack Davies in 5th, Gavin Kelly, Neil Todd, and Daniel Bond with the spin and collection of Cookie. in bronze. Oh, a small grid of bronze this time. Matt Pearce picking up the victory. No one else had an answer for him in bronze, clearly. Winslade in second, Peter McIntyre in third, Paul Hurley in fourth, Chris Forrester and Chris White. Wow, Forrester just pipping White there at the end.
Indeed.
It'd be nice to go back and see the replay on that, actually, because White was leading him, wasn't he?
It was, yes. So, I think the grid should actually be correct for the next race. So, Brown will get credited it, where he would have to start from the pits if he did race, but I think he's either watching or he's left.
Yeah, because he didn't complete. He was finished more than 2 laps.
Well, he didn't. He didn't start, so he would have not been anywhere near.
Yes, but as the rule says, if you don't finish the race one within 2 laps of the leader, you have to start from the pit lane, which is to stop any fast drivers who are having a bad race just pitting it and sneaking a cheeky pole position.
So the grid. Mark Kelly will be on pole.
Mark Kelly on pole position ahead of Jacob Klein. That'll be good fun. John Cook in third. Then we've got Daniel Bond, Neil Todd, Gavin Kelly, Chris White, Chris Forrester, Jack Davies, Paul Hurley, Peter McIntyre in 12th.
And the next row.
There we go.
Ooh,
Winslade and Bright side by side. That could be spicy.
Oh, sounds like it's already ready to start.
Yeah, well, you got a very short grid up time, don't you, in race 2? There is Mark Kelly sitting on pole position and he's got a really good start, as is Cook behind him. Bit of a slow start there for Bond. I think he bogged down there and he's going to be under attack from Chris White. Oh no, Matt Pearce is on the wrong tyre, so presumably he must be on a dry. That is not going to end well. Got Winslade and Kelly. Winslade up behind him. Oh, a bit of argy-bargy. What happened there?
I think Kelly is also on the wrong tyre.
That's sad news for Kelly then. Yeah, he's struggling to keep it on the road, isn't he? Everyone is muscling their way through. And he's not even going to try and get to the pits and change tyres. He's pulled over and parked it. Shep on the warpath down the inside of Matt Hansel there. Nice move, and he's on to the back of Russell Bright. We've got Chris Forrester just behind as well with Mitchell and Leibold. See how far Leibold can get out of the grid after his great result in race 1.
Indeed.
Here we go at the front then. Mark Kelly with John Cook all over him. Bit of a gap back to Bond and White as they come up to the club chicane for the first time. Oh, Kelly struggled to get it slowed down there.
He did. He managed just in time. It looks like Cook has a run. Kelly's vanished. Oh, there he is.
Yeah. Decent run through the chicane for Cook. He's down the inside. Kelly is fighting still. I'm sure they'll be on the radio talking to each other. Obviously, the alarm was all in chat together during the race.
It was wet, yeah. Unfortunately, I couldn't see what tyres cars were on. It looked all like they were on dries. I was fooled.
Aylett and Akers doing battle again, and here comes Dan Lewis down the inside of Akers, and Shep is trying to follow through on that opened up door there. You got Russell Bright up the back end of Matt Hansel behind as well. We've got action everywhere here. This is a very, very tight pack of drivers. Shep onto the back of Lewis. Hansel staying just ahead of Cooper Akers as well. That's given Aylett a couple of lengths. There goes Paul Hurley trying to go round the outside of Winslade. No, he slots in behind. He's going to do the other.
Sideways.
Sideways. Well held. What a save. That's another brown cockpit. Wow, look at this side-by-side action. Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Oh, we have
side by side again. Oh, and there's the swap then. Cook into the lead. Ahead
keeping
of
an eye on it, and then suddenly it changed.
Yeah. Kelly the wrestler down to second then, and he's got Daniel Bond just behind. A huge train now. Winslade under attack from Lewis. Shep just ahead of them. Oh, and look at that move. Lewis down the inside. Winslow trying to hang it round the outside. We've got Clayton McBullough to the inside of Stephen Maxwell as well. Oh no!
Kelly is off the track.
Kelly is off the track, and that is a... Which one of the other Rascal cars was it? Coming off worse. Oh, it's Daniel Bondlook. Down in 8th place now. What a shame. He was running P3. So, oh, and there's the replay, yeah. So Kelly losing the front end and biffing. I do love that team name. Ziggy Stardust and the Llamas from Mars. He won. No slots and no glory, yeah. Each way of a 4-way action. Matt Hansel just up behind Winslade then, and Russell Bright to the inside. Is he going to get dive through already? Oh, we've got someone going very wide there. That is Shep. Winslade somehow holding off his teammate.
Still kicking off. We've got White running 2nd place, and obviously leading bronze there.
Yeah. And Jack Davies in 3rd place. White won, as I say, he won the feature race for bronze at Road Atlanta Short. I think it came P4 or something like that. So he had a great result there. So, yeah, let's hope he can hang on and repeat the feat. But he's going to lose a position. No, we're looking at Forrester. I do beg your pardon.
Yeah,
Wrong wheels.
Lots of cars here.
Yeah, white wheels means it is Forrester. Oh, and another 4-way going on at the back. Fatal 4-way. Matt Pierce. Oh no! That's not going to... Oh, Leibog goes sideways after Ward went off the track, came in to his teammate, or stablemate, I beg your pardon, but they're both pointing in the right direction now, so that's all good. Got a lot of llamas back there doing battle with Maxwell.
They've got a Shep on Bond.
Yeah, Bond and Shep again.
Obviously Shep much more... Oh! You're going to have to take the escape road.
I don't like that chicane very much, apparently.
No. And he didn't like it much of the last lap either, so that's 2 in a row.
It's alright, I wore the brown pants today for that exact reason.
Winslade just about, he was under attack from Hansel, but looks like he survived it, and Isaac Mitchell has taken advantage and has gone ahead of Hansel. Meanwhile, Russell Bright also trying to get through. He's going to go round the outside of Hansel. No, there's contact.
Yep, no room there.
Bit of a door bang.
I was going to say that Shep seemed to be enjoying the car more, but then he went off, so yeah, I guess the chicane is making his life miserable. Cooper did not enjoy that banging. Well, here's Kelly. Currently keeping McBullough, main character, out of the points. Oh no, they go down to 25th here, don't they? So actually he is in the points, but...
I thought it was just 20 in all the leagues, but...
No,
what do I know?
Changed it for... I think we changed it.
Oh, look at that. Bright taking Winslade. And we had another change of position back there. Oh! That's Aylet going off the road. Here comes Leibold. He's trying to follow Cooper Akers through. Yeah, well held by Leibold to keep it pointing in the right direction. John Cook setting the fastest lap up front.
Indeed, yeah, I know. New fastest lap for Aylet.
And it's showing us Shep taking the fastest lap.
Oh, everybody's improving. Even though it's still raining.
Yeah, we had side-by-side action there with one of the McLarens. There it is. It's Chris Forrester. And he's under attack from Paul Hurley. Got Winslade just ahead of them, but all of these guys have got like 9 cars to get to Chris White, who's still running P2. He's absolutely smashing the rest of the bronze drivers right now.
Smashing the rest of the field. Never mind the bronze drivers.
Yeah, and look at this gaggle of cars back there. There's
Wow.
Cooper Akers, Leibold, there's Paul Hurley.
They're like animals, all 2x2 onto the arc.
Yeah, Forrester's in there. Tove
Winslade's
side
off.
by side with... Oh, Winslade gone very wide. Brew Village, getting back on the road, but he's about to get mobbed.
By
By
everybody.
all these, yeah, that's not the kind of pack you want to go slow for. Yeah, Akers is through.
Oh no, is he?
He's not through. Oh, Winslade's going off for
On
Grant.
the other saying go third time for charm.
Again.
He's just, yeah, lost all the skills. There's Leibold to go through. There's Tove. And Hurley makes the move as well. Oh, that was a bit weird. We had McLaren going sideways. Wardy into the back of Winslade.
Sorry, Gareth.
Hurry up.
I think people mostly survive that.
They mostly survived it, yeah. Forrester didn't sound very happy. They must have spent sim racing. And there's Shep getting very sideways. Hurley nearly got through on him there.
Yeah, it's a case of just pick a line and pray at the moment. There's so many cars everywhere.
Yeah, Hansel and Bright still fighting away with Mitchell. Seems very difficult to be consistent around this track at the moment in these conditions.
Well,
There's Mitchell.
unless your name is John Cook
Well, yeah, he's absolutely smashing them.
and Chris
Couple of
White.
seconds clear of Chris White. Is McBuller coming up on the back of Mark Kelly then? It looks quite flat from that angle. It doesn't really show the elevation change because it is quite a fun run down the hill to Church and then back up on board here, showing a bit of the hill into the club chicane. Tove trying to get through Akers, and Leibold is right there to pick up the pieces if it does go awry. It's going to the outside of Tove. On board with Mark Kelly, you can hear a lot of gravel coming off his car there.
Yes.
And that's allowed McBuller through. Matt Hansel and Jack Davies now. That's a bit of a rubby pass, but he got it done. And Russell Bright is the next one to have a go. Oh, look, Davies not happy with that. A lot of flashing of the headlights. You rubbed me the wrong way, mate. That's what he's saying. Oh, and Bright to the inside of Davies. Can he get it? Hold it on to the apex. Oh, and he's gone very sideways. Here comes Mitchell, who repasses Bright. Gosh, I think these two have changed positions multiple times. And is he going to get the double run on Davies as well? We cut away. Here he is, side by side on the run up to Club. Who is going to be later on the brakes then? Davies or Mitchell? And it's Davies. But he's going to have to go the long way round, which is opening the door to Mitchell. What a great pass by Isaac Mitchell then. Brilliant driving. Takes the position. Bright is forcing his way through as well. Leibold silently screaming into the radio. He's got...
He's just behind this battle.
Aylett just... Yeah, he is there. Yeah. He's got Stephen Hurd behind him. Well, that would make you silently scream because Hurd is a terrifyingly fast driver. Right, all over the curbs there into Campbell as he tries to get away from this fight. Meanwhile, there's McIntyre onto the back of Maxwell.
Oh, looks like it's kicking off again up the front.
Yeah. Here we go again then. So Davies has already been passed by Bright, and it's Tove who's now coming through as well in that menacing red and black Audi. Leibold's trying to follow him through. Get a llama train going. So John Cook still 2.5 seconds. So White is doing very well to hang on to him. Aylett is now in third place. Got a couple of seconds to find. Tove's got the run though on Jack Davies as they come up to club this time. He's
White
got
is
the
actually
inside
faster.
line.
White is bringing that gap down to Cook.
Well, it was 2.5, wasn't it? So
It was 3 seconds. It's now 2.7. His last lap was half a second faster.
I didn't clock that. Too busy watching the cars on track.
Cook's
Wow,
not
Tove is
nobody in front of him.
Yeah, Tove is monstering onto the back of Bright here. We might see a bit more action between those two. And it's Leibold who's up behind Davies now, trying to find a way through. With Stephen Hurd, Cooper Akers. Here comes Wardy. Wow, through the middle of the chicane.
Can Clayton McBuller follow him? There's someone off in front.
That's Hurd. Hurd going very... Oh, it's Akers, I beg your pardon. Oh, Akers has gone red, yes. He's back on the road.
Oh, that's Hurd in front of Ward. We're on board with Ward.
Yeah.
Multiple cars going off.
Oh, so it's Cooper. Yeah, Cooper went off. There he is. He's lost out a bit.
And so did Hurd at the same time.
Yeah.
To confuse things.
Desperately trying to go by the wheel colours.
Oh, Alet's under attack.
Yeah,
Lewis
he's
has
got
got
Daniel
Alet.
Lewis.
You have to cut away to Leibold as well, as he looks like he's alongside.
I love the fact that your parrot did a bit of a laser gun noise there. Just you said he was under attack. That was amazing.
I couldn't hear it because I got my headphones on.
Oh, you'll have to replay that. He says he's under attack and he went...
He likes his laser gun sound.
It does.
But Davies is coming back. Coming back on Leibold.
Wow, look at this. Leibold, Davies and Hurd. They're going to make it 3 wide. No, just looking for the 2. Ward and McBuller here. Rubbing it. Oh no!
Oh,
Hurd's gone into Davies, got to sideways, but he slows down to let him recover. I think that's very sensible, nice driving there by Hurd.
No.
Oh no! It's repaid by turning him round. Oh, what a disaster. Hurd's fighting the right way though, gets back onto the road, but there goes the trio of Winslade, McIntyre and Hurley. Those 3 have been glued together all through the first heat and now the second, so this is very exciting stuff for those guys.
So,
Meanwhile, Bond, go on.
I was going to say, can Shep do the chicane and get a move done on Bond? Has he managed to do it yet? As
He's got Hansel.
Hansel's going to get past him here.
Meanwhile, I think White must have made a mistake because he's now up to over 4 seconds back. It does set a personal best though.
Yeah, he's improved again that lap, but he obviously dropped a bit off, and that's dropped him back into the clutches almost of Eilert.
Yeah, Eilert's closing. Here we go then. So Bond and Shep, and then Hansel and Mitchell. Oh, I thought there was going to be contact there between Akers and Kelly.
Nope, not today. Kept it clean.
No, Shep was off the road there, looked like. I think he did the right thing for the punt give back. It just, yeah. I shouldn't say, whoa, Hansel. Was that a turbo punt by Shep? There's a replay. Hansel gets the run and then just, I don't know, the car just straightened up on him. Did he hit a puddle on the front end, I think, maybe?
Something for the steward.
Steward.
No, I have multiple personalities. So Tove hasn't got past Bright yet.
No, he hasn't.
Oh, Bond. Bond losing all momentum there. Just lost 2 places.
Yeah, Mitchell has just flown through there. That's amazing to get up there because he was a bit further back, so he's done brilliantly to jump his teammate and Shep.
And there's White trying to hang on, a couple more laps.
He's getting close now. Could we see him on the podium? He's got 2 very, very fast drivers behind him though in Aylett and Lewis. The JS and SRL leagues represented there. Or stable and league, isn't it? But
Indeed.
some flashing lights from Bond, look.
Yep, and here comes Tove.
Is he feeling aggrieved with Shep, or is he just trying to distract?
Hansel going side by side with Davies.
With Davies. So we've got 1 minute left of this race, so we'll be heading into the final tour.
Oh,
Not Tour Malarin, very shortly.
Tove is alongside Bright.
Yeah, Bright just hanging on there, but he's going to have to run
Hansel and Davies are side by side.
How are they managing this? This is brilliant stuff. Oh, and White down to 4th.
Oh, he must have
So
made
he's-
a mistake.
He's lost both those positions. What a shame. We were heading for an amazing overall podium there for White.
Lewis getting past as well.
Yeah, so-
fighting back.
Kind of need a replay of that. That would have been... That's some exciting racing just going on there.
Oh.
Hansel showing red now. There he is, just getting back on the road. It maybe wasn't quite a clean finish to that battle with between Hansel and Davies.
No. Wow.
Unless it was just him falling off. Meanwhile, indeed, yeah. Haylett and Lewis side by side. Here comes Chris White
Chance to
saying,
get
"Hey
back.
lads, yeah, I want that podium back."
Meanwhile, we've got side by side.
Yeah, Bright is defending from Tove.
Bondy, you
It
can
is, let's
flash me
really
after
just
the
having
race.
Here's Lewis.
Tove is coming again on Bright.
It's
Held
just
him
side
up
by
all
side
race.
wherever you look. Yeah.
It almost looks like it could dry. But it's still raining.
It's still chucking it down, yeah. Oh, White.
And we got the win. Win for Cook.
Congratulations to
Aylett
Cook.
second,
White.
then Lewis.
Oh, I think the bump sent him out wide. Who's got the move? Leibold's coming through as well. Oh, it's... Wow. That was spectacular. Oh, and we got some bad stuff going on now. That's Kelly being forced up. Oh, and the collision there.
I got a penalty, but they never gave me a chance to serve it. So, yeah.
We've got a replay here then. So we've got Hansel and Davies coming up to the final chicane. And he goes into the side of him, round they go. And then Acres nowhere to go, helps helps Kelly into the wall. And yeah,
Cookie,
that was a
you
mess.
gold or silver? Because your name's are silver these days.
Interesting.
Yes, there was a bit of a non-updated gold, silvers and bronzes in this one, I think. So a lot of confusion. But
Never mind.
never mind, we'll sort it all out when we get to the Grande reveal, which is coming up now. It's John Cook who picks up the win ahead of Kev Aylett. Great drive from them. Daniel Lewis also on the podium, so well done to all three of them. Brilliant driving. Chris White, a mega drive from him to finish P4, ahead of Isaac Mitchell and Daniel Bond. And then we have Russell Bright, Dak Leibold, Blake Tovey, David Ward, Clayton McBuller, Matt Hansel, Jack Davies, Cooper Akers, Gareth Winslade, Stephen Maxwell, Paul Hurley and Neil Todd.
Cool.
God, out of breath.
They're going to go flying, it looks like, on the runway.
Yeah.
So yeah, Lewis with the win, with Mitchell.
Seriously,
And
first LOA win for John Cook. That's unbelievable. I mean, well
Congratulations.
deserved. What a great way to do it. Yeah, I genuinely didn't realise. I thought you'd already had one. So, yeah, it's a win for Chris White. Then once again in bronze ahead of Slade, Paul Hurley, Peter McIntyre, Chris Forrester, and Matt Pearce. I didn't call out the silvers, unfortunately, but yeah, it was Dan Lewis, obviously, who picked up the victory. Championship standings then. It's Stephen Hurd on top ahead of David Ward, and Clayton McBuller is dropping one place down into third. Then we got John Cook, Daniel Lewis, Alex Murphy, Kev Aylett, Matt Hansel, Zachary Leibold, Gavin Kelly, John Brown, Rid School. He wasn't in the race tonight. I think he said he might have to miss some rounds now, so maybe I hope he comes back at some point. Russell Bright, Blake Tovey, Cooper Akers, Stephen Greening, Nico, who wasn't here tonight, Chris White in 18th place. What a great result for a bronze driver there.
Yeah, moving up 7 places because of that.
Yeah. Well, that's a back-to-back brace of great feature race results for him. In the silver standings, it's Daniel Lewis ahead of Russell Bright, Gavin Kelly, retiring from the feature there with the wrong tyres. Daniel Bond, Neil Todd, Stuart Gibbons, Isaac Mitchell, Jack Davies, Henry Shepherd, Mark Innes and Dick Crowther. Sadly, we didn't see him tonight.
Indeed, no.
And in the bronze, it's Paul Hurley maintaining his lead ahead of Peter McIntyre and Matt Pearce, both jumping up 2 positions. Chris Forrester and falling down a couple. Rich Meesters on holiday in the chat, so nice to see you tonight, Rich. Gareth Winslade is in 6th place ahead of Chris White. David Williams, Carrie Conaway, Steve Pepper and James Pepper, who were headbanging to Iron Maiden, I believe, so hope they had a good time. And in the team standings, it's Nebulama ahead of Formulama and SRL in the top 3. That is a very exciting trio of teams. JAS Flexing in 4th, JAS an Italian Job in 5th, Wizards Black Sapphire in 6th, AITT Revolution E-Racing in 7th, No Slots No Glory in 8th, JAS here in 9th, Stupid Gary, and then Ziggy Stardust and the Llamas from Mars, Blade Designs SRL, Cool Camel Racing Blue, Risky Racing Blue, McLaren, Cool Camel Racing Orange, Wizards Fire Ruby, and Rascor Racing in 18th place.
Excellent. So, that was a couple of races.
And a very exciting couple of races it was too, yeah. Hope you all enjoyed our first ever LOA visit to the fastest circuit in the UK, as it says there on the
Is that
Marshall
number real?
Hut.
Can you
Huh?
call that? Is that number real? Can you call that and get through to Thruxton?
Let's find out.
I assume you can, because I'm assuming the
Hang on, hang
website's
on.
also real. You're going to call them, are you?
Yeah, why not?
Content.
no,
Nebula
hang
clean
on.
sweep. It was indeed.
01264.
882222.
Calling Thruxton Circuit.
There you go.
Leave a message.
I guess on that note, we should say bye-bye and see you next time.
Excellent. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Yeah, do give it a like and everyone to come and race and watch the LOA. Cheers, guys. See you next time.
Bye.